that all these constitute nothing. All the earth, heavens, 7 heavens, constitute nothing when compared to the footstool, which constitutes nothing when compared to the throne of Allah. Now, listen up. Listen to the following narration that is reported by an Imam Muslim, by Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Allah, the Almighty, will roll up on the day of judgment the heavens in His right hand, and He would say, I am the King. Where are the kings of the world? Where are the tyrants? Where are the kings? Where are the tyrants? I am the King. I am the King. I am the King. And as He stated in the Quran, لِمَنِ الْمُلْكُ الْيَوْمِ لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. To whom does the kingdom belong today? And nothing and no one exists to reply back. So Allah the Almighty answers Himself saying, it belongs to Allah the Almighty, the One, the Irresistible, the All-Powerful. This is the might of Allah. This is the greatness of Allah. This is the magnificence of Allah. So how dare we disobey Allah? How dare we drift from His path? How can we not maintain ourselves upon the path? How can we not maintain ourselves? Brothers, indeed, in these signs that Allah Azza wa Jal has set in this universe, in them is a source of steadfastness. It should ignite the faith of the Muslim. It should raise it up high. It should act as a warner. Because Allah, who has such might, such ability, such power, is able with the command, Kun, be, fayakun, and it is, and we're all destroyed. And we won't be delayed until the day of judgment. With one command from Allah, the angel of death will take our soul, and then we will face our fate. We will face our destiny. We will see what we have set forth at that moment. We ask Allah's forgiveness. We ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to pardon us and forgive us. We ask Him Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to overlook our sins. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillah. Last time we concluded with the end of verse 13. In this session we will start with verse 14. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ الْمُعْصِرَاتِ مَاءً ثَجَّاجًا, and sent down from the rain clouds pouring water. Allah Azza wa Jalla created everything for wisdom. Water is the source of life. People drink from it, animals drink from it. It is used for irrigating plants and vegetations. As a matter of fact, Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. And we made from water the source for the life of everything. So Allah Azza wa Jalla bestowed upon us the favor of sending down rain. But not only that, He sent it sweet water. It could have been salty. As He said in the Quran, وَلَوْ شَاءَ لَجَعَلَهُ جَاجًا. And if He wished so, He would have made it salty. Can you imagine what would happen to earth if rain was to fall salty water, as salty water? No plants would grow, and man would have no source of sweet water to drink. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is enumerating in here, as we mentioned in the very first session, Allah Azza wa Jalla is mentioning the favors upon mankind, to draw the attention of the disbelievers to this fact, and again to tell them that the one who is capable, of creating this perfectly set world or system is capable of resurrecting the dead. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, commented on this, saying, this verse refers to, when it says pouring water, he said it is water that is continuous and abundant. Rain doesn't stop. If it stops here, it is falling there. If it stops there, it is falling in the third place, and so on and so on. And Imam Tabari, when commenting on this verse, said something that's really beautiful, which again is one of the reasons Allah Azza wa Jalla is mentioning these favors to mankind, especially the disbelievers in the time of revelation. He said this verse reflects two things: the vast mercy and favor of Allah upon mankind. Number two, the need of mankind to Allah. We can't do without it. We must submit that we are nothing. If Allah was to forsake us, we will be ruined. He said it reflects the vast mercy and favor of Allah upon mankind, and secondly, it reflects or highlights the need of mankind to Allah and their needs. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla in verse 15 says, لِنُخْرِجَ بِهِ حَبًّا وَنَبَاتًا, that we may bring forth thereby grain and vegetation. Ibn Kathir says, grain is what is used, or what mankind uses to save for the times of need, and for animals to be fed on, and fresh vegetation following verse, Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَجَنَّاتٍ أَلْفَافًا, and gardens of entwined growth. Ibn Kathir says that these are gardens of fruits that are diversified in their types and their colors and their smell and their taste. Yet they are all in one garden. Again, to prove the ability of Allah Azza wa Jalla. One garden containing all this. Trees and plants with different tastes, different colors, different smells, different types. Imam al-Qurtubi said it also reflects that these gardens have a large number of trees, the branches of which intermingle together. With this verse, we conclude the Sabbath, in which Allah Azza wa Jalla was showing mankind His favors upon them. And if you remember, in the first couple of sessions, we said that this chapter, this Surah An-Naba, is broken or can be broken into segments or sets of verses. This was one of the segments or sets of verses in which Allah Azza wa Jalla showed mankind His favor and mercy upon them, and through that directed their eyes and minds and hearts to His ability of creation, and thus the conclusion, He is able to resurrect you as He was able to create you, and all these other things mentioned from the state of non-existence. The following set of 4 verses, Allah Azza wa Jalla describes in short the day of judgment. Allah says, إِنَّ يَوْمَ الْفَصْلِ كَانَ مِيقَاتًا يَوْمَ يُنفَخُ فِي الصُّورِ فَتَأْتُونَ أَفْوَاجًا وَفُتِحَتِ السَّمَاءُ فَكَانَتْ أَبْوَابًا وَسُيِّرَتِ الْجِبَالُ فَكَانَتْ سَرَابًا. Which means, indeed, the day of judgment is an appointed time. The day the horn is blown, and you will come forth in multitudes, and the heaven is opened and will become gateways, and the mountains are removed and will be but a mirage. Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioned His ability to create in the set order. And in here, He's telling people what the consequence will be, what is awaiting them. Shaykh al-Uthaymeen, rahmatullahi alayhi, said that after Allah Azza wa Jalla stated evidences to His perfect ability and capability of creation and resurrection, He stated the situation